You wake up with good intentions, maybe even a to-do list. But by the end of the day, you feel like nothing truly meaningful got done. Tasks spill over, distractions creep in, and once again, the important work, your writing, your learning, your vision gets buried. It's not that you're lazy, it's that your day was unguarded. This is where timeboxing comes in. It sounds simple, and it is. But don't confuse simplicity with weakness. In practice, timeboxing is one of the most quietly powerful tools you can use to reshape your relationship with time, energy, and focus. Here's the idea. Instead of keeping a to-do list, you schedule everything. Not just meetings, everything. Reading, thinking, deep work, shallow work, chores, breaks, lunch, even downtime. Each task gets a start time. Each task gets an end time, and that's where it lives, on your calendar, in a box. Now, why does this work? Because it breaks the illusion that time is flexible. Most of us treat time like a never-ending stream. We dip in, dip out, rearrange things endlessly. But the truth is, time is finite. It's not flexible. It's vanishing. By boxing your time, you make each hour visible. You put boundaries around your energy. You decide in advance what matters, then you give it space to exist. This shift from open-ended to structured does something profound. It removes decision fatigue. You don't wake up and wonder what to do. You already know. It's on the calendar. More importantly, it introduces a kind of honesty. You realize you can't do it all. You have to choose, which forces the question, what's worth your time? Timeboxing isn't a productivity tactic. It's a mirror. And sometimes what it reflects can be uncomfortable. You might notice that you avoid boxing the hard things, or that your calendar is filled with reactive tasks, email, errands, admin, but not a single block for creating, thinking, or building. That's the point. Timeboxing shows you where you're drifting and invites you back into alignment. So how do you start? Begin with just one day. Look at the hours ahead. Carve them into blocks. Give each block a job. 30 minutes to write, 45 to research, 20 to rest. You're not trying to control the day, you're composing it. It's not about squeezing more in. It's about giving each task enough space to breathe. Then treat each box as a commitment. When it's time to work, you work. When it's time to stop, you stop. No endless tweaking. No trying to make it perfect. You move through the boxes like chapters in a book, focused, flowing, finite. You will fall off. The day will slip. That's okay. The goal is not rigidity. The goal is rhythm. Eventually, you'll begin to feel something strange, a kind of peace, because you're no longer overwhelmed by choice. You've already made the decisions that matter, and now you're just showing up to live them out. If you want to go deeper, timebox your week. Create recurring blocks for the things that matter most. Learning, training, creating, thinking, resting. Anchor your week in intention, and then let the smaller tasks form around them. This is how you build a life that reflects your values, not just your urgencies. Most people think freedom means doing whatever you want, whenever you want. But real freedom is living in alignment with what matters most. And that requires structure. Timeboxing doesn't trap you, it protects you. From distraction, from drift, from becoming someone who's always busy but never fulfilled. Because here's the truth. If you don't box your time, someone else will. The algorithm, the meeting, the favor, the endless scroll. Your time is always at risk of being hijacked. Timeboxing is your way of saying not today. It's not about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about replacing guilt with clarity, chaos with calm. You don't have to master it overnight. Just start with one box, then another, then another. And before long, you'll look back and realize your days feel different. Fuller, lighter, sharper. And maybe for the first time in a long time, truly yours.